Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking Unscripted. Today we are going to be making a employee request. It's not really employee, but it's kind of employee. Am I the employee? Anyway, Steph, Jay's wife, wanted me to make pierogis. So we're gonna make pierogis. Jaded, this is also for you. Adam, this is also for you, but it's mainly for her because I wouldn't have made it if she didn't ask me to. But pierogis are actually very easy. It's potato dumpling, sauteed in butter with onion, topped with sour cream and fresh chive. It's really all they are. First things first, flour. We are going to heat up some water and some butter. And this is we are going to use to make our dough. Pierogis are kind of fun because much like any other dumpling, you can kind of stuff them however the fuck you want. Oh, you know, apparently there was something dirty in there because she's fucking dying back there. But people were like, oh no, they need to be stuffed with, no, you fucking stuff them with whatever you want. I don't care, it makes no difference to me. Today we're gonna top them with some sour cream. We got some caramelized onion, potatoes that are already cooked, some dough, roll them, boil them, saute them in butter. I mean, honestly, what's really better than that? There's not much better than that. Wow, I'm really liking. We're gonna have to name Boba Fett. This is Boba Vader. All we're gonna do is melt the butter enough. I don't want it to scald the shit out of myself because this is actually gonna form into a rough dough. Much like a biscuit, what we're gonna have to do is bring it together ourselves and knead it. And you're gonna have to knead this for probably 5 to 7 minutes. What I wouldn't do is put it in a mixer. I guess you could put it in a mixer, but you need the workout. Depends on which hands you use. We're just gonna kind of bring it together with the butter and the water. Get our fingers in there, work it. Egg, hopefully we'll destroy it all over the table like we did last time. So eggs in there. Now we're just literally gonna get in here, break the yolk, and bring the dough together. Like I said, it's a rough dough, like a biscuit dough. What I'm gonna try and do is bring it together enough to turn it out onto a work surface. Bring it together like you would a biscuit, and then just begin to knead it as the table moves. And all you're doing is folding it in on itself, turning it 45 degrees, and then using your palm, just kind of rolling it out. It will completely come together. We'll get it to the point where it's together, and then 5 to 7 minutes of kneading your dough will actually get tough and a little bit harder to knead, but as you knead it, it will eventually get softer. Sounds like parents who are trying to be quiet. And you're gonna knead this 5 to 7 minutes. We're gonna set this off to the side because you guys don't wanna see me do that for 5 to 7 minutes. Cover it, rest it, and then when it's done, you've got your fresh dough. Nice and shiny, it's smooth, it's beautiful, and we'll make a great dough out of this for our pierogis. The filling for pierogis is pretty simple. It's basically potatoes, butter, and whatever else you want to put into it. Some people will put bacon, onions, cheese. Jay asked for cheese. So we're gonna add some butter, we're gonna add our cheese, and we're gonna add a little bit of caramelized onion. But first, we've got to mash it. You want to use any multi-purpose or high waxy potato. In this case, we're using Gold's because that's what I want. A little bit of butter, or a lot of bit of butter. I'm gonna die eating butter. You can use a ricer, one of those garlic potato press things if you really want smooth potatoes. I like the rustic feel of pierogis, so I want more of a potato that has some lump. You know, like Fergie or President of the United States. Huh? When I say that, first thing I think of is Lump by President of the United States. She's lump, she's lump, she's lump, she's in my head. So, a little black pepper, some salt. So we're using sharp cheddar cheese because why not? And then just a dash of sour cream. What exactly is a dash? Is that like a pink? I'm your daisy. You're a daisy if you do. I quote that movie all day. Even by his own admission, Val Kilmer's like, I got the best lines in that movie. Do you know he did months of practice for that 1 minute Chopin piano? It's the only thing he can play on piano. It took him months to learn a minute of it. Our filling is done. How's it taste? Pretty good. Damn, that's really good. No pierogies, I'm just eating potatoes. Our dough, in my trusty dough cutter. I have no idea where it is. So, a little flour. Oh, sorry, wrong. Old habits. What? Set this off to the side. A little salt in our water for our pierogi. No, there's nothing left in there. So we want to roll this to like 1/8 of an inch. So I've got a little cutter that we can use. If you don't have one, you can simply use the top of a glass, works too. Probably a little thick, so we'll probably roll them out just a little bit more. Can we get two? It's right there. So these, you can actually like cut them up, use them as pasta, throw them into a soup, what have you, get little kind of dumplings. What you can't do is re-roll them because they will be really, really tough. And take them, just kind of roll them out a little bit more so they're not so thick. A little agua for our sealing. Our dumpling mix, I'm gonna add some caramelized onion, which I did earlier, because potato and onion goes well together. Smells good. And again, it's caramelized, not I can't even say it the other way. Caramelized? It's caramelized. It's not caramelized. That was mean. So you give it the finger, and then you fold over. It's probably a little bit too much filling, but what you want is to be able to crimp. Take your index finger, middle finger, and seal between the two. Wipe it off. Pull it out. One down. It's a good size pierogi. Maybe we'll go a little smaller. Always use the middle finger, because then if you don't like somebody, like you can do work in front of them, and that's just the way I do things. Again, in case you can't tell, so bam, bam, they look professional. What's the Lion King? Abuela. I'm Mexican, what do you want from me? I don't think it's abuela though. Would you say Artequeña? I mean, I don't understand what he said, what that song says at the beginning, I have no idea. Okay, our empanadas are done. Our pierogies are done. What we're gonna do is we're gonna throw them into the water, about 2-3 minutes, they kind of float. It is a salted water. We'll throw them into Boba Fett. Into Vader, we will put some butter, salt, pepper, caramelized onion. That's it. That's all it needs to be. A good amount of butter. I mean, honestly, you just put heavy cream in a mason jar and you just, that I could do all day, but. So our butter is melted. We're at our caramelized onion. You get a little sizzle, sizzle. Our pierogies are floating into our butter. We'll turn off Boba Fett. Just a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. And what we want to try and do is we want to try and get a little crust on the pierogi to give it a little bit of texture. You can see some color starting to develop on the actual dough. Soaking up all that luscious butter. I'm still burping that fucking chicken. There we go. That's beautiful color right there. Look at that. That's nice. And that's what we're looking for. is we want to have that crispy texture. The inside is soft and there is no crunch to it. So we want to add a little bit of crunch to the actual dough, much like a dumpling. Give it another minute or so. You have to see it. So onto a plate with our caramelized onion. Bam. A little bit of butter. Why not? Boom. Turn off the flame. Some sour cream, because why not? Let's chop some chive. Should we chop some chive? Let's chop some chive. Put it on top, because why not? And there's your potato and onion pierogis with sour cream. Like, it's a dumpling. Like it's just so good. See, there's even a little bit of crunch to the pierogi. I'm voting good. Wow. Give this recipe a try. It's uber easy. It's so good. If you like this video, please hit subscribe, notify. I don't know what the other ones are. I will see you guys next time. Much love. Enjoy. God damn.